What's up, John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. So I wanted to show you something that is pretty cool. That is an opportunity for you to ask me some questions and for me to answer them. And they also happen to be a sponsor for the YouTube channel for this month, which is a platform called Reach.me. So I signed up for this platform because I think it's pretty cool. And I thought that I would share this. They're also a paid sponsor for this month, so I am also sponsoring them. So you'll see some of their ads in some of the videos. But I thought it was a pretty cool service and something that either you guys could use to contact me if you want to do that, or if you want to create an account yourself and answer questions. I know some of you have YouTube channels and or you have blogs and whatnot, and this is a good way for you to make some extra money. Now, I'm not really counting on this on making me some extra money. I'm sort of doing this for you all out there, although some of you are going to say, what? This is kind of crazy. But let me explain to you what this basically is here. So Reach.me, what it is if you've heard of Clarity, and I like Clarity, by the way. I'm good friends with Dan Martell, who was the founder of Clarity. But there's been a struggle with Clarity, if you're not sure about it, which is that one of the things that I found with is that you have to schedule the call and you have some going back and forth sometimes, and that can be a little bit of an issue. So Reach.me is similar, except that basically what you do is you just go to the Reach.me and you can get a video response automatically, and you only pay if you get the response. So you can ask a question. So this is sort of the scenario here where this might be useful to you if you want to contact me, for example. So I get a ton of questions, okay? I get so many emails from all of you every day from either from the blog or from the YouTube channel, a lot from the YouTube channel, and I can't always answer all those questions. I get some help answering my questions, and oftentimes we'll just have to send you a link to a video or something, or send you a form where you can submit to make it onto the Trello board where I organize the video topic ideas and answer questions, but just short form. And, there's no guarantee I'm going to be able to answer your question. It's just impossible for me to answer everybody's question, that especially as the channel's been growing and everything, right? So what if there is a way for you to absolutely guarantee you're going to get a question personally answered by me? Now, I've had the Facebook group and the Patreon and stuff, and you have an option to become a member there and gain one video per month or something like that. But it's not immediate and it's not personalized to you. And maybe you don't want the whole world knowing what the answer to your question is. Although I will say that if I can answer questions on here, and I can make them generic enough answers to post them on the YouTube channel, I will certainly do that. So there is a caveat there. I just want to let you know. But here's the deal. So you go to Reach.me. So if you go to Reach.me/simpleprogrammer, you can click here, and then you can see this is the page. Pretty simple. And you can click Reach Me, and you can choose the option. Do you want a 1-minute response from me, a 5-minute, or a 15-minute response? And some of you are saying, holy shit, that's a pretty high prices. Well, it's actually pretty discounted from what I normally charge, right? So if I bill for coaching, honestly, and I don't take on very many coaching clients, really, I really limit it because I like to do things that scale, okay? So that's one of the reasons why I'm saying that I'll probably post it on YouTube if I can, but I'll talk about that in a second about the instances. If you really don't want me to, I won't. But the point is, I charge about $2,000 an hour. Like, you can book my time. I mean, I'm not shitting you. If we go to, I'll take a quick trip to simpleprogrammer.com, and you can see that I'm not kidding you. And I do have people book this, okay? And the coaching, if you do on a monthly, you get a slight discount. But you can see here that, oh wait, that's right for us. I don't even have it linked because I don't want people to know about this. But I'm showing it to you now, just so you can see, in case you're interested. But essentially, you can see that you can book my time for $2,000 an hour. Okay, that's what I charge, and monthly is $3,000 a month. So the reason why I'm saying that is because this is a cheaper option. I've actually discounted my rate to a little bit less than $1,500 an hour, what this works out to. And I know that some of you think that's ridiculous. If it is, that's fine. That's cool. Like, you don't have to do this. But if you want a personalized video from me, where I'm answering your question specifically, it might be worth it. I mean, probably most of the questions that you would ask me, I could probably answer in 5 minutes. And so if it's a very critical question that you need to get an answer for, or maybe 1 minute, if it's a real quick question, I can give you that answer and give you a 1 minute response, right? I'll probably actually do a little bit more than one because you can't shut me up, but you'd only pay the $35.40, and you only pay if you get a response from me. So I basically set up the pricing tiers here. I think you get probably the best deal at the 15 minute, which, $354, and you get a 15-minute response from me. Okay. So that's how this works. Now, again, the reason why I'm talking about this here is because I think this is a pretty cool service. Now, I'm not trying to make money on this. Okay. I want you to understand this. I actually, I'm doing this as a service if you guys want to ask me questions, but this is not my main operant. It's not my motive, right? The sponsorship is different. I'm happy to have a sponsor and to show the service because I think it's a cool service. I'm showing you that this exists. There's two reasons why I'm promoting this here and why I'm having Reach Me as a sponsor. I'm just being totally frank and honest with you, right? The one is because I haven't had a way that you could have a fast way to contact me if you absolutely want me to answer a question for you, right? The only options have really been email me and hope that I answer the email, or to sign up for the coaching. And like I said, I only have limited slots, and I have a vetting process, and it's, there's not just a quick way to ask John a question. I'm willing to pay what I need to pay for it. So it gives you an option if you want to have that option, because I haven't had that, and I haven't found a good platform to be able to allow this, right? I've looked at some platforms. I don't really want to do Clarity because of the coordination. It ends up becoming a burden on my part. But if you can just, compose a question and have me do a quick video answer, that I think that works for both of us. So that's reason one. And like I said, again, if you don't like these prices, you can't afford it, totally cool. I totally understand. I've been there. I mean, there was definitely times in my life where I would have gawked at these prices. Now I would gladly pay this price to get my question answered by who I need to answer my question, right? I know certain people in my life that I would gladly pay these prices or more, and I have paid these to get my question answered. So again, not trying to sell you on this because I honestly don't care. Like I am not planning on making money on this. I'll accept the money if you guys want to ask the questions, but it's not worth my normal hourly time that I bill, and I'm investing in less dollar for hour type of things like I encourage you to do. So that's reason one. Okay. Number two is I think this is actually, and number two is actually the stronger reason, I think this is actually pretty beneficial to you, because I know a lot of you are entrepreneurs, you're building up audiences, right? You've gone through my blogging course. If you haven't already, make sure you go and check that out. And you probably want some way to monetize. This is a great way, right? I don't know if you've gotten my course. I did a course on 10 ways to make money from your blog. We'll put that here if you're interested. But this wasn't an option, right? One of the ways to make money from your blog is to provide some kind of service. But this makes it really, really simple, because it's almost like owning your own Fiverr that you can charge a lot more than $5 for, right? That's what's pretty cool. So you could actually set this up and go to Reach Me and sign up, and then you can make it so that your audience can ask you questions and you can make some good money. That's a good way to monetize your blog, especially if you're starting out and make some decent money. It's pretty easy, right, to just make a video answer for someone's question. So that's the second reason. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool. There's really not a lot to explain here. You just go to reachme.com. And like I said, they're sponsoring this month. We'll see what happens going forward. But you can always go to reach.me. What did I say? Reachme.com? Forget that. Go to reach.me/simple programmer to sign up if you want to ask me. If you want to ask me a question. But if you want to sign up, you just go to reach.me and you can create your own profile. And it's, like I said, super damn simple. You just hit compose, you type in your question. And let me see if I can move this thing around. I don't know if I can, but that you ask the question and then you make the payment with your credit card. And then, like I said, you only get charged if I answer the question for you. So there you go. Oh, one other thing I was going to tell you about if you want it private. So in general, if you do contact me through this, unless you say that this is very private, right, or it doesn't generally apply, I'm going to possibly make a YouTube video out of it. That's my caveat for it. But if you say, John, look, this is personal, or this is like, or you could ask, see, here's the other thing is like, I currently don't answer very specific questions because I need to generalize them so they're actually applicable to YouTube. But if you have a very, very specific question that you need an answer from me, you can ask it here, and I won't make a YouTube video because it won't make sense. You can just ask me not to make a YouTube video. And if you pay for it, there you go. You got it. You get to choose. So there you go. Check it out. Reach.me. If you want to contact me, reach.me/simpleprogrammer, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you use the platform. Like if you use the platform, if you create a profile, leave a comment below and let me know what your profile is and what you're going to use it for. And I'd be interested just to see, because I think a lot of you could actually benefit from this and make some money off of what you're doing. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you next time.